Alright, hi guys. So I'm going to talk about how you don't get an ammonia spike from dirt. Now, I did not get an ammonia spike, but I didn't notice something until now. That if you look under in my dirt, there's little holes of air. And that keeps from the water mixing with the dirt and getting the ammonia from the dirt into the water. So, yes, some of it is probably mixed in because I planted stuff, but not all of it, and you could tell. Now, if you're first doing a tank, well, how does this happen, first of all? When you put your dirt in, even if you push it out, if you don't wash it or if you don't soak it, it actually will develop the pores. And then when you dump the gravel on top and you don't push it down, that's not getting rid of the pores. So the pores are actually staying. If you're planning on adding the fish the first day, then you're probably best off leaving the pores there, and then when you plant stuff, some of the pores will open, and it'll keep it slowly, so it'll give some ammonia, it'll get rid of it, give some ammonia, get rid of it, instead of one big shot of ammonia. So, that's what happened in this tank, and in the other tanks. But in my very first dirted tank, it didn't happen, and I got this humongous ammonia spike. So, I mean, I suggest you leave the pores open, and then when you plant, it will slowly get rid of the pores. The pores will open up. Eventually, the roots will go through the pores. It'll open them up. And what's cool is you don't have to worry about the pores ever getting dried out, like completely dried out, because what's going to happen is the water is going to evaporate in the one in the dirt. It's going to evaporate, but it's not going to be able to go anywhere because there's water above it, so it can't go anywhere. So what happens is it comes up in an air bubble, and when it comes up in an air bubble, it rises to the top. That's why sometimes you see air bubbles in dirt. When it comes up as an air bubble, it opens up the pores for that area, and then the whole thing gets saturated with the water when a bubble comes up. So basically what will happen is you got some water in here, some moisture, and the moisture is going to build, and when the sun comes down to heat this, it will actually rise up, and it will make like a big air bubble that you won't be able to see, but it would be like in an aeration zone. And then the bubble would come up, and then when it comes up, water just takes its place. So then that area becomes saturated. So there's many natural ways that this occurs. So when you're first setting up a tank, unless you're trying to cycle it, I don't suggest pushing out the pores or soaking it beforehand, because the bubbles are going to come up anyway. Also, this is like a slow release fertilizer for the plants too. Sorry. Because as they get to the new dirt, it gets newly saturated and it feeds the plants. So that's cool too. I don't know if the roots develop as if they were out of water. If it doesn't go through the pores and get it saturated, then I'm not sure if it actually acts like it's unsaturated, but I mean, that's how you do it. Yeah.